Hello and welcome to One Military Camp. Thank you very much to the devs for sending me this game to try out for you guys. Now, before I get started, I was absolutely and totally, completely and utterly skeptical about this game, whether it would actually be translatable to YouTube at all, really. But I played it, I thought, screw it, I'll give it a little go. Played it for sort of 10 minutes or so. And then about 2 hours later, I found myself still playing it. So... it's definitely got something going on for it. I must admit, my first impressions of this game was that it was just basically a mobile game ported to a computer, to a PC. But it's got a little bit more depth than that going on to it, and we're going to find out what it has to offer today. One Military Camp is kind of like, imagine Evil Genius, but with the roles reversed. And we are playing as kind of like the good guys, Saber or whatever. And we got to stop some evil bastards from doing evil things and evilness. So, yeah, well, military camp. Kind of along those lines, if you can imagine that vague and random description I just gave you. But we're going to start off. It's very basic sort of stuff in terms of you place a few sort of buildings like power generators, and you've got logistics and things like that. And then later on in the game, we got... obviously troop training and specializations to deal with. So I'm just going to build some power here, and we're going to get the supply yard equipped with some fuel so that we can actually run the generator here. We're going to need a few things before we start getting some recruits on board. You know, we've got quite a big area of space here to use as our camp, as you can kind of see from me scrolling the camera around. It is quite a big space, and there are some interesting mechanics, like you got to pay attention to morale, and you've got to have noisy things away from sleepy areas and things like that. So I'm going to try and build my barracks is off to one side over here, with everything else kind of, you know, connecting in noisy on the other side, as it were. So we're going to place a barracks there. And we're going to have to start off with fairly simple setup, really. So we've got electrical grids that we've got to set up as well. We'll do that, and everything can be sort of rotated and stuff as necessary. And there we go. We've got ourselves a barracks. We've got ourselves an electrical grid. But we're going to need, first of all, we're going to need food for workers and our troops, and we're going to need maintenance to keep the buildings running and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and put maintenance right next to a power station right there. But I'm going to put the sort of private houses that you need for maintenance staff, because they're not soldiers, far away from there, and we're going to put a couple of them there, basically. So I'm trying to divide it down the middle, and then in the middle we'll have maybe some parks and stuff, because you can do decorative things as well. You got all these decorative options. You can have a little artillery cannon placed there, or there's some larger parks and things like that available, like this sort of full square park that we can have here, and we can run roads off of that. So you can actually end up with quite a nice little base, little military camp thing in the end. It can look pretty cool. So yeah, let's hire some maintenance dudes. What I like about One Military Camp, what I like so far, what I found is actually how kind of in depth it goes with the recruits and stuff. So, and I think in a lot of like Evil Genius especially, you just sort of hire your minions and let them go and do the things, but you've got to be quite careful with your recruits here, because they'll have things like sickly, for example, which is only 5%, so it's not the end of the world. He's got 10 strength, 17 intelligence, so I'd be tempted to make him an intelligence officer rather than a maintenance engineer. But let's see what the other one is. You got this lady here who is accuracy improves 25% faster. Would be great to turn her into a soldier, but with 17 strength, she'd actually make a good maintenance person. So let's go ahead and hire her, and that means we've got ourselves a maintenance person. Now this guy actually might make a reasonably good cook. So we can hire him as a cook, but let's go ahead and actually get a canteen first, shall we? Look at all the buildings that we can build. Look at that. That is quite decent, really. So here's our canteen. We're going to set that up near the barracks area. There we go. And we're going to need somewhere to deliver food to. And again, this is a noisy thing because everything is airdropped in this game. So we're going to set that up. That'll do. There we go. Run a road across there and up there. There we go. Okay. And let's get some food delivered. we'll just max this out. The game gives you lots of money to start off with, but that very quickly disappears later on, and you only generate money by completing missions. So at the moment we've got a mission available here on the mission map where we need a comms operator and 2 artillery specialists with a battle rank of over 60. That's an important little detail that it doesn't tell you about in the tutorial. Anyway, let's get this guy. We'll hire him as a cook. There we go. And that means we'll have at least a cook on day duty. And we have this lady who is a leadership, increased mission probability of success by 5%, which is lovely. She has, you know, the best stat is intelligence, okay? So let's go on to actually getting some freaking trained recruits here. This might be a good idea. So we have fuel and we have food delivery and we have a little bit of power grid and we have a guy now attending to be our cook. Now we got the training stuff here and we can have intelligence training, speed, strength, accuracy, and then we got a couple of specialists, the comms and the artillery specialists, which we need for our mission. So in order to get into comms, we need an intelligence training. In order to get into artillery, we need strength training. And then later on, we've got like infantry, which is accuracy, and speed, which is explosives engineer for some reason. Okay, so we can go ahead and we can get these training setups. Now these can be quite noisy as well, so I'm gonna stick them up here by this rock, which forms kind of a natural sort of obstacle anyway. So you can spread the base out quite a lot. But there are, like I say, you got the beautification and you got the morale increasing buildings as well, which you can place in between all this sort of empty space, so it's not completely lost. Now your maintenance engineers as well, they're the ones that do logistics within the base, so we're going to need 2 of those fairly quickly in order to keep everything running. So you need private housing for anybody that's not a recruit, and you need barrack space for anybody who is a recruit. Now that we've got intelligence training facilities, we can get some people training in intelligence. Now down here, you can see them and click on them in the waiting room as they come in. Or you can click this button down here and you get a little thing come up, right? So we're going to hire this lady as our first recruit and set her on intelligence training. And she does a little pirouette and now she's in cadet uniforms, right? We got some decent recruits actually at the moment, I suppose, you know, to start off with. Medical knowledge, experiences of medic increases faster. So that would be great if we had the medical stuff already unlocked. I don't think we do. Yeah, we do actually. We can have an infirmary. Infirmary is a good one to set up like early on actually. We'll have an infirmary and then we'll hire that lady as our doctor. So that makes quite good actually. Doctor lady, infirmary, hire, 450 a day. Expensive lady, but there we go. And we do need to build the training facility for the strength, so the strength building stuff. Here we go. And as you can see, it gives that little ripple circle around it. That means it generates noise, so keep it away from the barracks. And there you go, you can zoom in and see the detail in each of these buildings as well. It's quite cool, and it's a nice little time waster. You can end up spending well, as I sort of found out, you know, spending a lot of just suddenly 2 hours have gone, and as you're building your little camp, and you can build your ultimate little military base. And the base does get attacked later on in the game. I haven't actually experienced it yet, but you have to set up defenses and security and stuff like that because you do get attacked later on. Again, very much like Evil Genius, when you get the agents come to your base, you've got to defend from it. But yeah, you send your guys out into the world map to do missions, and that's how you earn money. So it's quite cool. The only difference I would say, really, and it is a shame, but kind of I understand at the moment, it is an early access game and it is a small development team. Obviously in an Evil Genius you can design the rooms, you can place absolutely individual objects in there, but in one military camp here you place the rooms pre-built. You just sort of build the camp up as a whole, so rather than your secret underground layer. And you've got a huge amount of customizability in Evil Genius, but you're limited to the set pieces and stuff in one military camp. But there's a lot of them. As you can see, I'm scrolling up. There's a lot of them. And then you've got the research tree as well. So we'll obviously get into that later once we set up research and whatnot. Got a full economy overview where you got your daily income from how many territories you've managed to liberate. We go to the world map here. We can see we've only got these 2 territories. But as we do more missions, we'll liberate more and more territories. The missions become obviously harder and harder, and we'll earn more and more as we conquer more. They're all pretty straightforward, all pretty basic stuff, but yeah, annoyingly enjoyable. I don't really know how to describe it other than annoyingly enjoyable. This sounds terrible, doesn't it? We need somebody with some strength here. Hang on, right, 8, 8, 9, 10. Oh god, you guys all suck. I mean, you got good accuracy and stuff. We can have some soldiers, but we need some artillery people. Okay, let's get another maintenance worker then. In that case, we will worry about the artillery later. You, sir, are going to be our new thing because he's got a perk. You, sir, are going to be our new maintenance. Oh, he needs a home. Yeah, I need another house, don't I? Right. You can put these guys in barracks if the houses are limited, but it's best to just build some more houses if necessary. Maybe build a couple more there. There we go. And now we'll get him as our maintenance worker number 2. So we're going to stick him on the night shift. So you need to have both maintenance and cooking throughout the day and the night. Okay, so we'll set this lady up, I think, as our chef number 2 on the night shift, and hire her as well, and that uses all the houses. So we've got a medic, we've got 2 cooks, we've got 2 maintenance staff. Now we really do need to start bringing in some soldiers, some cadets to be trained, so we can actually get missions going and stuff like that. But we're just gonna have to wait for a little bit of the RNG factor to kick in here. I'm gonna set Jamal up on artillery training. Yeah, we'll do it. Huzzah! Huzzah! Very happy. Huzzah! Not really what you were really best set up for, but you know, it'll do. Off you trot. Look at my cooks and maintenance workers enjoying the park. Enjoying the park, ladies and gentlemen. In the meantime, while we wait for some more recruits to arrive, though, we can do a little bit of beautification. We can have a lot of wonderful little things like a massive freaking Vandenberg gate or something. What the hell is this? Wow. That's auspicious. A triple flag thing. We can do triple flags up there. That looks actually quite cool. Get that going. Pennants. A banner. Little standy statue type things. You can go quite bonkers with it, really. I kind of like the idea of having like a little artillery gun. We found that earlier. There it is, yeah. I'm going to set that there. And we can have a little tank or Cthulhu. Because, of course, Easter Island heads. Tank planter. Yeah, absolutely. We'll have a tank planter. Let's zoom in on some of this stuff. Yeah, that is a little... That's wonderful. That's just wonderful. Yeah, you can have a lot of fun with it. It's good. Oh, we got a couple of recruits now. Look, we got Harold Holm, a night owl. Stamina decreases 10% slower during the night. He's got some decent strength on him. He wants to do intelligence training, but I'm going to tell him, no, you are a strengthy boy, and you're on the night shift. You are hired, though. Enjoy. John Johnson. Great name. Gotta love these auto-generated names, right? So he's good at medical stuff. Could hire him as a medic, actually, because he's probably not going to get injured. He might get ill. He recovers slower, but we can put him in the infirmary on the night shift. And I just need to build him a house. So I'll build him a house. Here he goes. Quickly doing our little run of houses there, aren't we? Assign our new doctor. There we go. Our new doctor. John Johnson. He looks like a complete and utter tool, doesn't he? Look at that face. My God. So anyway, we should have a cook and a doctor on night and day, and we should have a maintenance engineer on night and day as well. So that means we're pretty good, and you know, we're already eating through a bit of fuel. We can see our power plant generator here is already at 75% capacity. We're going to go ahead and place another one, and then you just need to, I think you just need to connect them together so that they're on the same grid, and everything's fine. There you go. They sort of share the load now quite nicely. And there we go. We have someone ready to specialize. That's amazing. Ready to specialize. That's our intelligence lady. So Specializations, come back down into training. We got the comms operator specialization here. So it's another training building we need to have, and we need to have a training building for every single specialization, essentially. Build a road, and it's already connected to power. And then what we can do is we can get her, not set goal, sorry, specialize comms operator. Bingo. And then once she's done that, we'll have our comms operator. We just need our 2 artillery. So let's preemptively get our artillery training ground over here, like that. Connect that up with a road. There we go. Nice and simple. And then as soon as our strengthy boys are ready, we can get them specializing in artillery. Ethan is crap. Actually, Ethan's got reasonable accuracy, so he would be good as a soldier later on. So we can keep him around till we have a accuracy training center. We can set that up over here. And we do need a speed training center. We can set that up over here. Now, all the training centers sort of yammed in the middle here. Oh, hello. Up and over, please. And then down like that. There we go. We've got our little square. Beautiful. And we're going to need an ammunition logistics center. So I'm going to go ahead and set that up right next to the... probably not right next to... That would be a terrible idea. Let's have our ammo dump just offset a little bit from there. And connect that by a road. Just in case it explodes. I don't know if it actually does. You know, you never want your ammunition right next to your training centers. You want it off on its own little thing. Fill that, please. Let's have some ammo. All right, and we got a nice little helicopter come along and drop that off for us. Thank you. It's really no messing, isn't it? It just gets on with it, doesn't it? Right, so Ethan, you can be hired in the accuracy training, please, because you've got decent accuracy. And we got Rose Martin coming in now. Medical knowledge, experience, medic increases, stamina decreases slower during the day. Oh god, her stats is terrible. She's terrible at everything. She'd make a good doctor, but we've already got 2 good doctors, so we're going to reject. We're going to reject her. Get out. Rejected. That's right. Has been rejected. I mean, she's probably used to it. The savagery. She is probably used it. Is this guy Sergey Sidorov? Night owl, stamina increases during the night. He is good at night. That suck, man. But let's stick him on speed training. On the night shift. Ready is selected. Good. Hiya. Go. Hey. What is this guy? The funds? We got a bunch of guys walking around with these little exclamation marks, and that's because they don't have goals set. So this guy is a strengthy boy, so we set his goal onto the artillery. This lady is a strengthy girl, so we set her on artillery. And you get the idea. Okay. So that brings us on to the next thing. Researching us. We need to research infantry. And we need enough to research the explosive engineering. Now, that just took us down to 25 research points. So we're going to need a research place of research. Place of research. That's a word. It's a thing that people say and do, isn't it? Not really. That will... No, that's going to interfere with other things later. So let's put it behind the infirmary. That makes more sense to me. And we're going to have a nice house because we want to attract the best researchers. Right? So we need a researcher. We need someone with decent intelligence, and we'll hire as a researcher. Let's hope this guy's got decent intelligence. He's got 10 intelligence. Dear. Oh, that does the problem is, well, we're out of barracks space, so we will need a new barracks now. Preemptively go ahead and get that. Nothing nearby that has noise, so we'll put it there, right by the mess hall. Looking quite good. It's looking quite good. Right, we're gonna have to just wait a little bit while we wait for some new recruits to turn up. Here we go. Another recruit. Has he got any intelligence? No. No, he is the dumbest mother ducker I've ever seen in this game. And he wants to go into intelligence building. Thing is, he's got quite good accuracy, so I'd be tempted to take him onto accuracy training and hire him anyway. Woohoo! Yeah, it's your lucky day. You're not gonna have any goals though. Reduced chance squad mates not making it back by from missions. You're just a bit rubbish. Strength, go. Yeah. Yes, sir. Bingo. There we go. We have quite a few people actually ready to specialize, I would see. We have 3 artillery people now. Right, mission time, ladies and gentlemen. We got to select a comms operator, which we have 1 of, and we need to select the best. Oh my god, they're all level 16.
Roger that.
Oh no. So in this situation, what we've got is we've got 3 people that are specialists, but they are new. And as you can see in the battle rank here, we score a rank of only 52 compared to the enemy's 60. So we're going to have to pause on that until basically they continue training and level up a bit better. Okie dokie, we have our first somewhat intelligent recruit. Okay, so we're going to hire her as our research lab person and stick her in a premium house to make sure that she's happy. Will be assigned to a higher accommodation category than required. Yeah, that's right. That's the kind of commander that I am. Yeah. To be honest, probably not a good idea to put them in premium houses, and they really shouldn't be. Justin Davies here. What an I don't know why he looks like a turtle. Yeah. He's requesting intelligence training, but he's definitely a brawn kind of guy, so let's stick him in there. I want to stick you on the day shift, good sir. Enjoy being a cadet. Thanks for coming. I just built myself a little entertainment building. Basically just another canteen with a dartboard. But they seem to love it. So good on them. Enjoying the lounge. Look at them flocking to it. Absolutely flocking like a bunch of flockers. Flocking away. Bingo. Right, we can now get the explosives engineer training. Lovely. Okay, good. We can then place that straight down over here. We don't actually need that for missions just yet, but it means that we can now get guys like this to set a goal of explosives engineer. Basically, anybody that has... Oh, no power over there. Anybody that has speed training will become an explosive engineer. Basically, a laney. So you see that like 100 and something or other thousand that we had to start off with. It's gone down real quick. Right, let's get this mission done. They have leveled up a little bit. I mean, not a lot, but we now have a 68 to 60, so they should win. Okay, so we just needed the heliport here, so to get the mission undergoing. I forgot about that, but so I've placed the heliport down now, and that's a very noisy structure. So that's again placed it away from all the hubbub and noise and stuff, the living quarters and stuff down here. So yeah, you need that to run the missions. Sorry, I forgot. We got 500 research points, so we can now start specializing in aviators, tank drivers, spies, and then the rest of these stuff is kind of like the level up, the level 2s and stuff, which is why they're so expensive. So you've got level 2, for example, maintenance building, which will allow you to have 3 maintenance people working from it rather than just 2. So, but that requires 1,100, and then yeah, so it gets quite expensive. I think the research one would be a good one to do. If we can upgrade our research thing to level 2, that would increase the amount of workers we could have to 3 and increase efficiency by 25, which will then mean that we get the points faster. So I think that one, despite the fact that it's at the bottom of the tree there, I'm hoping we can unlock it anyway, because we can unlock this, right? Just a case of it being affordable, I think. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. But yeah, for now, I'm going to unlock the aviator specialization, because I know that that's going to come up in a mission soon. And mission complete. So, only the very first mission. So, of course, it's only about 9,000 coins, which is not going to do much in order to restore us back up to that 100 and so grand that we had. Anyway, they're very excited that we saved them. And obviously, by completing that mission, we now get that territory there, up there, which is lovely.
Oh, man.
The dialogue is not worth reading. Trust me on that one. It's a waste of time. Let's skip it.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, the next mission is up, and we need an explosive engineer, which we have, and we need 2 infantry, which we have 2 pretty high-ranking dudes. Our battle rank for this one is 86. So we have a quick response bonus on this one as well, because we're able to run it straight away. Cute. So hopefully they'll make a little bit more money. But yeah, if you've got the troops already required for a mission, you can get in straight away, then you earn even more money. So hopefully our bank balance will start looking a little bit more healthy. We have a minus 4,000 credit deficit every day at the moment. Now, when we liberate more territories, then we obviously get more per day just in passive income. But yeah, that's quite yeah, quite a lot just going out. Anyway, I think we're in a sort of reasonably good place at the moment. I think we need another barracks, and we're going to need to build that somewhere soon. But I think that is affected by noise, so that's going to decrease morale. We're going to have to start building our second bank of barracks on this side over here. We got lots of space to play with here, so it's not the end of the world. It's all good. So funny watching the canteen work, right? We got so many people in it. There's got one canteen worker. I can't add more. Like, the game won't let me until I can level it up, literally. Like, you can't have one. Like, I could have a night canteen and a day canteen, I think it would probably be better. But they got 4 serving counters, right? She goes to them one at a time. And this guy on the end, it's very hungry. She keeps ignoring him. Incidentally, he is also her co-worker, so I think there is definitely some favoritism going on. Oh, there we go, finally. Poor bastard has been waiting like a year for food. So hopefully he doesn't die now. There you go and eat, mate. It's very hungry. I love games like this when you just watch the logic just completely collapse in on itself. It's hilarious. Yas. Anyway, I think this like canteen is supposed to have some kind of kitchen garden type thing. That all looks dead. That all looks very, very dead. Looks horrendous. It needs repair, so I'm gonna select it for repair. It's looking a little ropey, guys. We get a maintenance engineer on this. Here he comes, look. I'm coming! I'm Lionel, and I will repair! And then he just starts running. Love it. It's funny watching these people not work properly. Anyway, more ammunition is bloody needed. Crikey. Can't find a working canteen. Can't find a working canteen. Can't find a working canteen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think I might need a second canteen, guys. I don't know what's going on. Is it because it's being repaired? Is that what the problem is? Oh, possibly I
Yes, sir.
repaired it. So, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And that stops it from working, maybe. Anyway, yeah.
Yes, sir.
A second canteen might be a good idea anyway, because then we can have a day canteen and a night canteen. Or, you know, anyway. So let's go ahead and build one of these over on the opposite side of it. So they're right next to each other. Bingo, like that, right? We're going to need 2 new houses for our canteen workers. Starting to run out of places to put these things in reasonable locations, so I will put them opposite here. Expanding over here now. Oh, power as well. My God. Of course. Of course. Let's just loop that back up so it forms a loop. And we're going to need some canteen workers here. Who wants to serve sloppy joes? I mean, you've got no skills whatsoever, so you're in. You're in. Congratulations, you're on the night shift. And you, well, yeah, I think you're probably quite a good one to have as a soldier. Oh yeah, you are rubbish at everything as well, so you can go also on the night shift as well. So we'll turn that into the night canteen, and we'll turn this guy into the day canteen.
Yes, sir.
You're on day shift. Bye-bye, good night, bye-bye. Yeah. See, this is the funny thing about this game. It goes from like running missions to making sure your guys can eat. It's really funny. Okay, we have explosives engineer. Oh, still needs to rest. Okay. Well, continue training then, everybody. Hopefully we'll get someone who can specialize in it again. Can't find working canteen. Can't find working canteen. Everything's fine, guys. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Consider it done, boss.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Shooty, shooty, shooty face. You're on accuracy.
Roger that.
Roger that. Good stuff. Okay, we have actually quite a few soldiers now. I think it's probably a good idea to get a little bit of more recreation space. So we're going to go here. We got the park, obviously, and they do enjoy the park. Let's give them a bowling alley. Oh, yeah. A bowling alley. Sounds great. Oh, my God, that's expensive. Oh, my God. We are going to run out of money. Ladies and gents, too much, too fast. That I am going to go broke in this incredibly relaxing, simple little base building management game. Jesus, guys, we've got 8 people waiting to be recruited right now. This is madness, right? What I really need is speed people, okay? Speed people to become explosives, because they only have 2 of them at the moment, and it's kind of getting a bit silly. So you're a speedy person. You're a more intelligent person than a speedy person, but I'm going to hire you as a speedy person because your speedy skill is reasonable. So get in there and run. Run, damn it. And the rest of you, you will suck. Seriously. You all suck. See, the ones with, like, the red things on them, they have negative traits. I'm instantly like, reject! Rejected! And rejected! Get out. Get out. Stop being sleepy. Stop being overly hungry. Just go. Amanda, good cook. Wish you came along earlier when I was setting up a second kitchen. Your stats otherwise suck. Rejected. Get out. This guy, leadership increases the mission's probability of success and what is that? Diurnal. Stamina decreased 10% slower during the day. Day shift guy. Strengthy boy. Out of barrack space though. Out of barrack space. Again, I don't have the money to keep building fucking barracks. I really need to like get on with actually just doing missions. I would, of course, if my guy was available, which he now is. We have 140. This is going to be an easy mission, easy win. Go, 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 guys. Godspeed. Bingo. New missions. We did get a little bit of the quick response, but we weren't overly quick with that quick response. But we got a bit of money that will make us last a day. We need an aviator. And here we go. This is what I was talking about. We need a comms operator. Great. Easy.
Understood.
Infantry. No problem. Aviator. Fortunately, we do have some soldiers on the aviator path of sort of specialization. So she's on strength training and she's on day, so she'll be going up any second now. And this guy is also pegged to be a aviator as well. None of them have got the stats required. Isabella Portillo is the closest. She just needs to train herself on some more strength and then we can get an aviator. But until we get that aviator, that goddamn quick response bonus is just gonna go down once again. Damn it. Anyway, the other good news is we do have enough now to unlock the tier 2, and then this could be upgraded for 900. Means we can now hire a 3rd researcher, and that should increase our research points even more. So we just need someone with a modicum of intelligence. Oh dear. Oh dear. Takeshi Yamamoto, who doesn't have a picture, interesting, is invisible. Has the highest of the intelligences among this group of absolute misfits, and so on and so forth. Oh, he's up for a good challenge. Well, good. Get to work. You're hired. I don't know where he is. Tired of waiting to be recruited. They're leaving. Is that Takeshi? Oh no. I do believe the game has gone and had an absolute poop. And it has just pooped itself to oblivion. Yep. We are in poop-taster territory right now. This is what we get when we play early access titles, ladies and gentlemen. We get characters who are just frozen in place. Invisible recruits who don't appear to be anywhere. Yeah. Oh dear. It was all going so well. Let's see if a restart will fix it, shall we? Yeah, there we go. A quick restart. Turn it off and on again. And it's fixed. It does make me wonder though, like at this level of the game, I'm not even in mid game. I'm still very much at early game, and it's already starting to struggle. So I think it probably does need a little bit more time to mature in the development studio in order to sort of weed out these kind of weird bugs and stuff. A little bit of stability, optimization, probably won't go amiss. So yeah, in any case, I have found myself whiling away several hours now just tinkering and playing with this game. It is annoyingly fun. I think that's the best way to describe it. It is annoyingly fun, and constantly there's something to do or something to build. I'm getting into the realms now of financial management, and I'm just waiting for recruits to actually be good enough to fulfill the roles of aviator, and the next one will be fill the role of spy or tank driver and stuff like that. So we need to research these two here, unlock those. I'm hoping the missions will give us a few more that we can run with the sort of standard operatives, and we don't need these like kind of advanced ones straight away. And we also don't have much freedom at all in what missions we can run at this stage. There is a sandbox mode, but it's not available yet in early access, coming soon. And I'm hoping that the sandbox mode will just give us that little bit more freedom that I'm really kind of hankering for here in this early access version. One military camp has just come out into early access very recently, and it's available for you guys to try. Down on Steam, I'll link to it as always. Skip dialogue, guys. Just skip it. Oh dear. There's so many injuries. Oh my god. What is going on? All my little notifications things are just filling up. For some reason, the kitchen is out of supplies. Nobody can find a canteen. They're all very hungry. Can't find work if there's nothing in stock. We need a maintenance guy to come and actually fill that up with food. There is food in the freaking stockpile. It's over there. But like all games like this where you're dependent on the AI to do things. In the meantime, here he is, look. There she is. Oh, Grandma. I've got the food supplies. They're coming, honestly. Get up with it. What are you waiting for? I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more, but I've just been absolutely so busy with trying to put fires out and stuff. This is the problem with this game. This is the problem. I maybe want to enjoy the scenery a little bit, but I can't because somebody broke their leg. That thing ran out of fuel. The kitchen's out of food. This thing's run out of ammo again. I've got 2 recruits on the wrong activity. I've got 10 people sat in the fucking rating room waiting to either be assessed for recruitment or not. I feel like I'm running a military camp. There's far too much going on. I need an assistant, is what I need. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. One military camp, early access, available on Steam now. Again, once again, thank you very much to the devs for giving me this one to try for you. I do hope you've enjoyed this short video. And if you like what you've seen, consider dropping down and picking up the game and having a go yourselves. I'd love to hear from you either way. If you like the look of this, if you don't, I want to hear from you in the comments down below. But thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.